and engage. This initiative will live within WPA's new web platform, featuring live results, rankings, and player progress from every WPA event worldwide. Because this is unity in motion. In every hand that grips a cue, there's purpose. In every break, there's potential. And in every corner of the world, this game reminds us, we are all part of something bigger. Because in the handy, with hearts united by one passion, the cue doesn't just point to the ball, it points to tomorrow.
You're watching the Commonwealth Billiards Championships on WPALive.tv. Coming to you from beautiful Mauritius.
Les mondes entiers viennent rassembler pour nous faire ce Commonwealth. Pour m'annutir, nous tous ensemble la médaille. Pour m'annutir, nous tous ensemble la main dans la main. Maurice dit-nous bien fiers, roule Blaisenberg qui a gagné. Comment ne te dire, c'est un mari plaisir.
And welcome back to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025. This is day 2, session 2, round 1 of the ladies division here in the hayball category. We have Lyndall Vine from Australia against Boinilo Molefi from Botswana. I'm your commentator for this match, Raymond Tilak from Africa. So if you guys have been following the tournament, you'd know that we have 4 disciplines here. Commonwealth Billiard Champ live in Mauritius from the Revenala Attitude Hotel. That is snooker being played on those Racing tables. Those are our sponsors for the tables as well. Racing for the snooker tables. We have Black Ball, sponsored by United King Pool Tables. We have the 10 ball, sponsored by Predator. There you can actually see the Predator table in the background. And we have Hayball heel block cushion tables with Libo Win cloth. Joy and Libo Win makes such a good combination for these tables and for this discipline. I must say, only the best for the players here at this tournament discipline. On the 10 ball table, I believe that's cloth with Simonis as well, the black ball tables and the snooker table PNS 147, if I'm not mistaken. And what an event from WPA and Maupool organization to pull an event like this off. Maupool organization, not even a year old, and this started off as a dream of theirs, headed up by Venetia Korea, president of Maupool Association. This was their dream, to have billiards sanctioned by the Commonwealth and have a Commonwealth Billiards champion here in Mauritius. As you keep running at the bottom, this is Taishan. The one is one, so 6 degree and as well for this tournament. 4 sessions means it is quite relaxed. If you do have a look at the schedule, our digitalpool.com links that is on the WPA page, as well as the Joy World Hayball Tour Facebook page, you would see that the schedule is quite relaxed. And also you can have a look at the players who are playing in the upcoming matches, follow your favorite player, and the live any of the disciplines here in this tournament. These brought wlive.tv, powered by Sense. And yeah, we are trying our best to give you guys at home the experience of this tournament, make you feel like you are here, and action of every shot, every frame, and every match on the WPAlive.tv link. You can register. It is free to register. You'll find on-demand match and all the disciplines currently being played. We are also live on Facebook, on the Joy World Hayball Tour Facebook page and YouTube page as well. And that is the Hayball category being streamed on those platforms. And there you see our sponsors, Teom as well, the Hayball category being streamed on those platforms. And there you see our sponsors, Teom as well. You would actually see that almost every player is using a Teom block of chalk, and that's because each player at accreditation received a Teom goodie bag and included 2 blocks of Teom V10 chalk. So if you are wondering why every player is using Teom, that's why. They also got the pouches and the badges for your shirt or waistcoat. So another key sponsor of this event, Teom Billiards, giving us Teom Premier chalk for this event, and it is only the best. Yeah, Stuart is the Golden Leg Block lead sponsors for this event, as well as the Aramuth TV Pro Cup set of billiard balls. So yeah, the exact same conditions we play within China at the Grand Masters and all the Joy events. So yeah, only the best for the players here, and having the best conditions makes such a difference. It's the reason why you get the best out of the players as well. And also, the better the conditions, the easier the players can adapt to it. And I think that's why we've seen quite an evenly matched level and quite a high level at this tournament thus far. This is a straight knockout tournament, so not a double elimination, straight knockout from 16 down to the final. Unfortunately, if you do lose, you are out of the tournament, so that adds another pressure to it, because most of the tournaments that we have nowadays are double elimination. But of course, having 16 players, single elimination, it does make it really exciting. Players have to play their best from the get-go. Our next session will be coming to you at 3 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. That is GMT +4. You can set your clocks to that on your phone, GMT +4 Mauritius time, so you can keep up to date. Obviously, if you do look at the digital pool bracket, the times are in your local time zone times as well. And next up on the TV table, we do have Chris Melling playing, so that is going to be another exciting match. Chris the Magician Melling. It's a really nice shot from Lyndall Vine from Australia. Able to snooker Boinilo Molefi from Botswana on that black ball. Don't even think she has the one cushion escape. She might have to... Even the 2 is tough. So she does have a gap between the 9 and the 12. Can play this. A lot of check to check this cue ball back for the black ball. There it comes. Oh, it was definitely a pretty decent attempt on that one. So ball in hand now for Lyndall Vine from Australia. Almost it's gone. Nope, she's gonna put a cube 14 and pocket. Yep, that's a pretty handy shot. I do see the one cushion escape, of course, and might even pot this black ball if she makes good contact with it. Boinilo Molefi from Botswana at the table now. She is on the black ball. Looking to get her first point on the board. Oh, that was close. That was very close. In hand.
Time running.
So in hay balls, you do have ball in hand shot. So you can put the cue ball anywhere on the table and play on from there. And if the cue ball is potted on the break, cue ball goes behind the balk line and you have to play forward. You have to play out of balk. So if there's a ball behind the balk line, you cannot play that ball. You cannot pot in the top corner pockets. You have to play out of balk to the object ball you are playing similar rule to American 8-ball. I believe that rule is the same in American 8-ball as well. So let's see now if Lindell can, using those table. Currently it looks like 5 object balls on the table. They're not in the best positions. You see 4 of them close to the side cushions, but she should be able to take advantage of the situation that balls on the table. Opportunities to possibly snooker her if need be. Almost, but also you can see that she's at the black white with the difference between cue ball and object ball. And that black ball does not go into the top right. Can go into the top left. It is a tough cut though. Oh, she took it on, and that was a tough cut. So she's overcut that, pushed the ball up onto the top cushion, and now some breathing room here for Lindell. Having the black ball there, it actually means you have, I would say you have a free shot. What I mean, if you can manage to free up one of your object balls, and at the same time the cue ball on this side of in your opponent with much, you have to know that when they do come back to the middle, if they have sight, and just roll up and place it in front of the pocket. So not that you have multiple chances, but you do have a shot, in my opinion, to get some to your table. Okay, the double, the same, and the double. Yeah, and I think the 10 ball would have been actually snookering the black ball almost there, at least with that shot. So she played it in that kind of way. And yeah, I believe you're going to be looking at the same thing. Cue ball is going to be left around the same area. Let's see. Yeah, pot and the same on the cue ball. Stripes with a bit of an advantage now in this frame, and Lindell's done very good to get those stripes out into open play. Yeah, that a lot has happened with that. Is a foul in handle once again. Yeah, I would be playing the 15 to the top. And she is leaving a slight angle cue ball, so if she does pot this 15, you have to you're playing it to place pot, but you have to remember the position on the 11 as well. You don't want that cue ball tight on the side cushion. You'd love that cue ball to be out into open play at least. Okay, she's played the pot and the position. Yeah, that's perfect. Fine. So what do you do in this case if you are Boinilo Molefi on the black ball? You could play to carom into pot the 15 after making contact with the black ball, but to what end? Most likely going to be leaving the 11 on. Could be trying to double the black ball. Okay, so both. They tried to double the black ball, also into the 15, pot 15. That is a long as you make contact with your ball first. You're allowed to pot your opponent's ball. And yeah, that's part of the rules, and part of the rules that make this game quite exciting, as you get the tactical advantage in those. You have all these tools to use. Cue ball is yeah, and that has not worked out well for Lindell Vine. Boinilo Molefi now with ball in hand, and she is on the black. This black ball to get her first point on the board. And it's there. Boinilo Molefi from Botswana, first on the scoreboard, gets her in this race. 5 minutes left on the clock. This is a timed session for 100 minutes. Play stops when the clock stops, and if the score is tied when the clock stops, it will be a penalty shootout. 5 shots each, and then sudden death with confirmation. So by that I mean that if you are first up and you pot the ball, your opponent has the opportunity to come to the table, and if they pot the ball, it carries on. If they don't, you win. Penalty spot moved. That's another rule from the revision. 5 rules, penalties now for where the foes. That is the new penalty spot. The break rule also being changed with the revision ball rules. Means that just 4 balls need to make contact with the cushion. It's not that 4 balls have to walk line anymore. That was a tough rule indeed, especially when using a triangle rack. Players used to stress about that break. Getting the 6 ball in. That spin on that 6 actually getting it into the pocket. Have a look at the 6 ball. Goes off 1, 2 cannons into the 4, and yeah, the pocket just because of the side. 81 minutes remaining now in the session. Nice clean pot from Lindell. Yeah, on the ball. She has the cue. See if she can take nicely now. Boinilo Molefi now to the table. She is leading 1-0. playing solids in this current rack, and looks like she has clean pot on the 5 ball. It's not there. So Lindell back to the table now on the there we see our sponsor logos on those TV screens on the side of the arena. Really lovely to see that. You have to give credit to all our sponsors. Without them, an event like this is not possible. Oh, that's unlucky. That is so unlucky. Thinking that off the 7. Excellent thinking, but just not lucky with that cue ball. So that's ball in hand once again for Boinelo Molefe. I think she's surprised as we are with that shot. Going her way. Yeah, without the sponsors of an event like that, we wouldn't have an event. So always big ups for with all that. And of these 4 disciplines here, we also have a carom table in the practice room. The practice room is joined to the main arena. In the practice room we have one of each of these tables, and then a carom table for exhibitions. We have the pros there, carom pros doing exhibitions all day. I'm sure you'd have caught some of those videos on WPAlive.tv as well as on Facebook. Carom, otherwise known as a 3-cushion table, has no pockets. Object of the game is to make contact with one of the object balls. There are 3 balls in that game, and the cue ball has to contact 3 cushions before object ball. I do believe that game is French billiards before becoming cushion and carom. And yeah, very exciting to have that cheer as well. I mean, some of the players also knocking about on that table. It is a lot of fun. So now in this frame, Vine just the last stripe, the 12 stripe ball. That's a nice confident pot from Boinelo. Can she go ahead and close up this frame? Deciding to hide that cue ball behind the black ball. This would be the perfect opportunity for a jump shot. I'm not too sure if Lindell has that in her repertoire of shots, but this would be, yeah, this is a textbook jump shot to get over the black ball, pot the 12 and make position. I think she is, yeah, does she? There we go, jump cue. I think we're going to see one of our jump TV table for the tournament. Let's have a look at the medium elevator, too high, not too low. Want the distance, not too much power, because the cue of the table was dangerous. That was dangerous elevation and too much. Very too to lose the cue ball off the table. Because the felt, it does hop a little bit, and then if it is still hopping when it does make contact with the object ball, you tend to lose control of that cue ball and usually go off the table. So she played a two-part shot there, trying to get the safety and the 7 near as well, but I don't know how safe this is. This doesn't look that safe to me. She's left it medium distance on this 12. Looks there. It's there from Lindell. Is she going to be on this black ball? I don't think it's traveled. Is that blocking the top left? Yeah, it is. So center pocket we go. Are we looking at a bank? I think we are. No, direct. Oh, what a shot that was, which means it could go. She over. Still has. So that. Vine quite unlucky to not get better position on that black ball, but now that black ball sitting just outside that center pocket. Oh, she's left open with a bit of go into the center, and it's open to, she could get it possibly past the 7 as well. So a few choices. Which way is she deciding to go? Past the 7 or to the top right? 7, is it there? It's there. What a shot that is from Lindell Vine to get her first point in the ball. 72 minutes left to play in this race to 7. Lindell Vine from Australia. Have a look at this shot again. And in the C says on the Joy table, official table, the Joy Grand Masters Finals. This is the exact same table that you see in China played on Masters Finals. So you can say that you are playing on the absolute best conditions in the world here in this tournament. Brilliant. Brilliant from the organizers of this tournament, and yeah, big thank you to them and the hard work that goes on behind the scenes. You have to also give massive credit to the referees. We have referees, 2 referees at each table, a ref and a timekeeper at every table here at this tournament. Very, very hard work goes on behind to put something like this together, and that's down to the of WPA mobilization and all hands that were involved in a tournament like this. Look like quite a solid hit on that 3 ball, making a stripes in play for Boinilo Molefi from Botswana. She was able to get that first frame of the match, Lyndall Vine equalizing afterwards. I do believe we are in for a tight match here. But look at the black ball. Oh, lucky has the black ball does fall prematurely. You do lose that current frame. I think that rule applies to most cue sports, or most pool type cue sports, except 9-ball, of course. 9-ball, if you pot the black ball surely, you just carry on. You have to be very now with what shot situation, because you can't afford a tracking towards that black corner pocket. Here we're going to head out to before this open. Yeah, Lyndall has to find a way to get that 7-ball away from that black ball best she could. So that's 7-ball now open once again, but doesn't look like it pots past the 15 into the top left. To bring their balls out into open play. So now, boy, Nefi ball in hand for Lindelwine. Score here currently 1-1. We have been playing for around 40 minutes, so just over 60 minutes left to play in this. And yeah, what one of these need to do is at least get a 2-frame and hold that you are pretty much until time does run out. These solids are quite nicely, but Port now getting from one on table. Decided to stun down, use the angle and stun down for the 3-ball next. And that's a nice frame from Lindelwine. Her second point now. Molefi from Botswana. Here the announcement from Kobus Karin left in the session. These are time sessions, 100 minutes time limit. The clock stops, play stops. And if the scores are tied when the clock stops, it will be a penalty shootout. Players get 5 shots each. If the score is still tied afterwards, it goes to a sudden death penalty shootout. Penalty spot is on the foot spot. Very similar to penalties on the 10-ball table. So foot spot where the first ball is racked, and cue ball in the center of the balk line. All the current matches on at the moment in all the disciplines, black ball, snooker, 10-ball and hayball, are live on WPAlive.tv. You can register free, and all the interviews and other snippets of what's going on in the tournament are live there as well as WPA announcement Facebook page. Stops, and if the scores are tied when the clock stops, it's penalty shootout. Players get 5 shots each. If the score is still tied afterwards, it's sudden death. And we have the 10 the WPA Facebook page, and we are also streaming the hayball to the Joy World Hayball Tour Facebook page as well, and the YouTube page also. Joy Billiards, our key sponsor for the hayball division here in this Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025. We are playing on the Joy Q8 steel block cushion table. cloth with Lieberwind Cloth, another of our key sponsors at this event. So all 4 disciplines currently live on WPA live.tv. That is snooker, which is using the Racing tables. That's our sponsor for snooker. Racing S1 cloth. We have the black ball tables, sponsored by United and covered by the Andy cloth, sponsored by Andy. We have the 9-ball table, sponsored by Predator, where 10 ball is being played, and that is clothed with Simonis cloth. And we have the Joy tables, cloth with Lieberwind cloth and Aramuth billiard balls. Me saying that you'd know the standard of the conditions at the tournament. So far, only positive things being said from all the players at this tournament, and yeah, that's what we like, and that's what we need. More tournaments going forward. Best possible conditions for the players to be playing on, and yeah, not only the tables, the venue itself, the Rivenala Hotel here, right on the beach, is literally 200 meters away from where we currently are, and also the schedule itself very relaxed. This tournament definitely putting the players first, and yeah, and that's the reason you're going to get rid of the players and made the best their division of counting down to just over minutes in the session. On that previous lead to Lindelwine from Australia, Boinilo Molam, Botswana, at the table currently. She left after a few solid in a. Yeah, the 6 and the 5 are currently open for Lindell to play. Both just not settled yet in this match. I do believe as the match goes on, we will see them more and start to play their game. They race to 7. The women's round 1 of this tournament. So these players, this is their first match of the tournament, and we are in day 2. So they had a rest yesterday, playing today, and winner of this match rest tomorrow as well. And the players having burnout exhaustion here like this. Also, and that's really the best you can ask for. If you have played any tournaments, any big tournaments, championships, you would know that you have to travel always to makes things difficult. Also, if you have to be traveling to to practice at the same venue all the time, yeah, life can get difficult like that. So definitely a big WPA and Maupool Association led by their president, Dr. Vanisha Guria, and yeah, the vision of having a large-scale tournament in Mauritius really coming to life here by having the Commonwealth Billiard Championship. And I mean, this is so exciting for us to have billiards being recognized by the Commonwealth. That means that we are well on our way to having billiards in the Olympics soon. I've said before that in the game of Hayball can open up table, and that's just what we saw there from Lyndall Vine. That one shot was able to just really open up everything for her, and yeah, she's looking at a totally different table now, with the solids looking very good at the moment. If she can manage to get this 4 in, she's on the 3. Yeah, 2 cushions. Yeah, pretty much perfect. That's all you could want. And now you could use 1 cushion, come out, play the 7 in the same pocket. Get the cue ball back to the middle of the table for the 2. I would play high on the 2 ball so you can go naturally with the cue ball down table to play the black ball into the center pocket. Okay, she decided to play. I would have swung a bit more. Doing tables, and Doth especially is understroking the ball. If you have just tuned in to the stream, we are live on WPAlive.tv. That's powered by 4Sense. We are also live on Facebook and the Joy World page. So we are really glad to have you on board. And yeah, we have here 4Sense, WPAlive.tv to bring you almost every single live and every shot live. That was the plan for this tournament, and it's oh, that's perfect, absolutely perfect from Lyndall Vine. This black ball to put her 3rd point on the scoreboard. Lyndall Vine gets her 3rd point on the scoreboard. She leads 3-1 over Boinelo Molefe from Botswana. That was a well executed finish. She made sure slightly high on the 2 ball so she could get that cue ball down into perfect position on that black ball. If you are looking to watch the other disciplines here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship as well, we have snooker, black ball and 10 ball. You can find on the WPAlive.tv links.
Morning time running. Legal break, open table.
If you are just joining us, welcome to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship Day 2, Session 2 here from the Revanala Attitude Hotel in Mauritius. On the TV table for Session 2, we have Lindelwine from Australia against Boinilo Molefi Tuana. This is a race in round 1 in the Hayball category. Here, South Berlin, we have black ball being United tables, and ball the table that you top of your screen, and a ball being Joy Q8 the block cushion tables. Another major sponsor of this event, Teom Billiards from teombilliards.com, providing the best chalk in the world. And that's why if you have watched these matches and watched some of the other matches, you'll notice many of the players are using Teom chalk, and that's because they have been given a Teom goodie bag that has 2 Teom 10 as well as some Teom badges to wear on your shirts or waistcoat. A few other goodies, a Teom pouch as well. And as we have said before, a tournament like this cannot be done without having sponsors. What a shot that is from Boinilo Molef. Yeah, the sponsors play such an important role in a tournament like this, and yeah, all the people behind the scenes as well that put together a tournament like this. Oh, what a shot that is. We have Predator and Simonis for the 10-ball side, United King pool tables and Andy on the black ball side, and Rassen snooker tables with PNS 147 cloth on the snooker side. WPA and Mao Pool Association really have done the most to make this a spectacular event. Mao Pool organization, I don't think they are a year old yet, but have a look at the tournament that they've managed to pull off, Mao Pool with WPA. This is definitely one of the best tournaments that we've been to. Not only the location, the tables, everything is done so professionally here at this tournament. You cannot forget that we are in Mauritius, one of the most beautiful places in the world to be. living island life. Yeah, we did see a couple of players that played their match in the morning yesterday or that were not playing yesterday. They went down to the beach. About 100 meters walk from here. Imagine that, having the beach on your doorstep. What more can you ask for? That clock ticking down now, under 40 minutes left in this match. We have Lyndall Vine
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the inconvenience. You may carry on with your matches. You may carry on with your matches. Shot clock, please.
Time ready.
And welcome back to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025 live stream here on WPALive.tv and on the WPA Facebook page, as well as the Joy World Table Tour Facebook and YouTube pages. We apologize for that slight inconvenience and delay, but we are back up and running here at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship 2025 in Mauritius. We are at the Revenala Attitude Hotel, and this is session 2 of the Hayball category. We have Lyndall Vine from Australia against Boinilo Malofi from Botswana. Score currently 3-1 to Lyndall, and it looks like she is going to be getting her 4th point now, and that black ball for her 4th point. Lyndall Vine now 4-1 over Boinilo Malofi from Botswana. This is a race to 7, 100-minute time limit match. As we see shot again from Lyndall, placing that black ball there with her previous visit. I do believe it's just over 30 minutes remaining now in this session. There is a shot clock on the players as well. Players get 45 seconds per shot and one extension of 30 seconds per frame.
Time ready.
And there you see it's left in the set. Vine 4 frames to 1 over Nilo Malo. Very solid break, a lot of power in that, but
Legal break.
do
open
think it
table.
is dry. Yeah, legal break, open table, nothing potted.
Very solid.
So Boinilo Malofi now at the table. She trails 3 frames from Little Vine. So can she do anything to make a comeback here? She needs to do it now. Time is running out in this match for her. Good start, of course, would be to win this current frame. At 14 and she equalize match, pushing the match to when the up the match stops. No matter what is going on, even if they are in the middle of a frame, the match stops there and then. The score tied will be a out. Oh, that's a fantastic pot from Lindell on that stripe ball, but has she got anything to play on after that? Is she eyeing up the stripe combination? I think she is. Oh. Yeah, for a second there I thought she was going to go 15, 12, 9 in. Decided against that one. Placed 15 on the 2 ball there, so that's tied up the 2 ball for Boinilo Malofi. It's quite a safe cue ball on the bottom cushion. There's not much. There's nothing really easy on the table for Lindell Vine at the moment.
Black ball, 10 ball and a ball. Yeah, 13 minutes left in the session. 13 minutes left.
That is a legal shot in the rules of hay ball. You can play your ball first and pot your opponent's ball, as long as you do make contact with your ball on first. There's a well played shot from Boinilo, almost getting that 5 ball into the top right corner pocket, with actually on the 7 after that. think Lindell might be looking at the 11 to the top right corner pocket here. Changed her mind, taking on the 12 now. 12 at the top of the table. Interesting shot. Looked like she wanted to double the 12 down to this bottom left corner pocket here and leave the cue ball up table. Time is on her side. Lyndall Vine from Australia. She has that 3-point lead with 26 minutes now remaining on the clock. So she is definitely the favorite at the moment in this frame. It all depends, in this match, should I say, it all depends on if Boinilo Molefe can put a couple of good shots together and get a few on the board quickly. From here, it doesn't look like that two ball passes the 15 and the black ball. I don't think it does. If she plays it softly, it's gonna end up near that corner pocket. But I don't really see what she can do. Yeah, she's played it to leave. It's a good leave on the two ball. If from here you can see the black ball also tied up as well. Referee calling 10 seconds on Lyndall Vine. She does have an extension. It's 45 seconds and a 30-second extension per frame per player. This has worked out pretty well for Lynn for that snooker. And out quite well. She's got it. I do think that that Boinilo will come close to getting this. Straight one cushion escape up and down the table is there. And I've seen, I think she's hit that. She's hit that with much angle. At least. She made that still a foul. No cushion was contested. That is foul. Ball in hand.
Ball in hand.
We see that shot once again. Have a look at this cue ball. There's cushion, cushion, object ball. No cushion contact after contact with the object ball. So that is a foul stroke. So now what can Lyndall do with ball in hand? I think she's going to pot. Maybe these table, get back down table and then play another great snooker 50 shot in hand once again. That's also a very interesting shot and selection from Lyndall Vine. I actually think she was to pot the 2-ball there. And that would have worked out pretty great for her. Having a look at where the cue ball lies now, it means that Boinilo Molefe would have had to play the black ball, which is not really on at all. And yeah, that would have opened up the 15. That's a pretty good shot. And this one looks like it's gonna... I think that did the 9 first, eh?
Wow. Ball in hand, 9 running.
Let's have a look at this once again. There it is in. That was 9 first. Definitely foul stroke. Ball in hand once again for Lyndall Vine. She leads by 3 points with 20 minutes left on the clock. Okay, here we're going to see her go for the shot again. She's going to play the 14 into the 2, leave the 14 at the pocket, cue ball up table. All she has to do is cover the cue ball with the stripes. Just get the cue ball out. I would say middle of the table would be good. There we go. Yeah, this is good. This can work for her plan. Normally, one cushion from behind. It's easy enough to hit, but that's not the issue. You make contact with black ball, you are automatically gonna be pocket are very low, but the chances that you leave your opponent with a nice open table is very high. Oh, so she's going that way. I did not expect that. I expected her to come from behind. Let's have a look at this. It's there. It's legal. That's a really good hit, actually. 2 cushions onto the black ball, but have a look at what's happened to the 15 and the 9. They have opened up and are much better than they were before. And actually, all the stripes are portable. If you look at that, if you are on the left-hand side of the 9, the 9 goes down to the bottom. Yeah, that's been Lyndall's plan all along. As soon as she realized her opponent had less balls on the table, use that combination shot rule to her advantage as well, to get that tactical advantage in the frame. And now a few good pots, and she's going to have her 5th point on the scoreboard. So our next match will be at 3 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. That is GMT +4. I don't think the slight interruption we had will affect the next match time. And at 3 p.m. GMT +4, we have Chris Melling against Tan Zhong Wei. Tan Zhong Wei from Singapore, I believe. Chris Melling from the UK. That is going to be another crack of a match. A race to 9 on the men's side, and that is the men's side, round 1 of the Hayball division. Chris Melling's first match of the tournament. And then our last match of the day at 5:30 p.m. local time, we have Marina Jacobs from South Africa against Commonwealth Billiards, and that will be on the TV table as well. Marina Jacobs playing most of the international Hayball tournaments, along with all the Joy tournaments as well, and doing really well in those tournaments. So we do expect another 2 great matches later on today. So do stay tuned to our live platforms, WPAlive.tv, and our Facebook pages as well. The WPA Facebook page and the Joy World Hayball Tour Facebook page and YouTube page. And on WPAlive.tv, you can lot of views that we've done with the players. You'll find there myself, Raymond Tilak, doing a few interviews with the players, and you'll find the other live matches that are on during the course of the day. And by that I mean the snooker, black ball and 10-ball matches. Fantastic pot. That is a fantastic pot. One more good pot needed on this 11 ball to get position on the black ball. It will be Lyndall Vine with her 5th point with, by that time, maybe just under 15 minutes remaining. Match. Yeah, that's fantastic from Lyndall Vine. Nice pot and position. It now looks for Lyndall Vine from. Lyndall goes 5-1 against Botswana in this ladies round of the Hayball division at the Commonwealth Billiard Championship Day 2. This is session 2 you're watching. We have 4 sessions a day. In this tournament, so another 2 cracking sessions. One.
Body time running.
That is one of the best breaks we've seen on this TV table and maybe in this tournament thus far. Have a look at this. Hitting the first ball. I think she hit that, yeah, she hit that a bit to the side. A lot of power being transferred through the pack. That is a huge. Let's see if she can do something with that break now. Open table for her. Yeah, she's taken solids. Solids are looking good here. And what a way to make a comeback. Yeah, she needs to keep going. She needs to keep going. She needs to get the momentum up. 13 minutes remaining. She's down by 4. It is possible. Yeah, she still should be good to play the 1-6, or even it looks like the 2 goes. If she can get the cue ball to this side of the table for the black ball into that bottom left corner pocket. Another excellent pot from Boinilo Molefe. Oh, that's in as well. Excellent stuff from Boinilo. One more good pot and position, and she should even get natural position here on this black ball if she can get the 6 into the center. What finish this is so far from her, coming from 5-1 down to come to the table. It's there. It's there. And how's the cue ball? The cue ball needs to hold up. It needs to hold up. It has done. Boy, this is unbelievable stuff from her. Where has this player been? Where has this player been? Come on, get in. Oh my word, that was for a break and finish of such a fantastic break. She really feel for her, I really do. And that was an excellent, excellent finish, and that was actually our easiest shot of that match, of that frame for her to play. Yeah, what a chance that was for her, not only in the frame but in the match. If she got that break and run on the board, that was a big one. That was a big one. You have to know, break and runs are quick. She was at the table for maybe 3 minutes in total. That was how she needed to keep the momentum going. I think she's still sitting in that chair in disbelief that she missed that black ball. I really feel for her.
9 minutes left in the session. 9 minutes left.
They hear the Hibiscus making the announcement. 9 left in the set ball. Yeah, and now as this frame goes on longer and longer, Lyndall is gonna get her balls into better positions, and yeah, it's so easy to leave the cue ball safe with so many blocker balls. I don't think she's gonna allow Boinilo back to the table with a good shot on that ball. Not as good as she did have. And you can definitely see by that finish that she was on, she definitely has what it takes. That was a solid finish, some brilliantly executed shots. It was just that black ball. That black ball just got to her, unfortunately. And yeah, I believe if she would have gotten that black ball in with that break and finish, she would have been on a roll. Also, you can see during that finish, she was playing quite quick, and anything is possible if she would have gotten that. Should have been only 3 frames and a few more like that, and she's right back.
Wow. Ball in hand, time running.
Yeah, and that's what I was told. Lyndall Vine not going to give her
Bowling hand. Time. Legal break. Open table.
Boinilo Molefe able to get that last frame on the board, eventually potting that black ball. 1 minute left now in the session, and Lindelwine from Australia with a 3-point lead. This match is going to be going her way. A bit of luck there for Boinilo. She needed that a few earlier, actually. But yeah, not playing her best in this match, and she's let Lindelwine have that lead, unfortunately, and yeah, that's going to cost her, especially based on time. These are timed sessions, so it's so important to be able to get ahead. Keep it. Where was this player a few frames ago?
5 seconds.
Oh my word, look at that. I'm in shock at what's going on here, and that's time. Oh my word. Had this match gone on longer, a double line for Boinilo was just coming into the last few frames. From Botswana, we will have our next session for you in about 30 minutes. That's 3 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. That is GMT +4. And that is Chris Melling UK against Tang Jong Wei from Singapore. That'll be in about 30 minutes. Watch that live on WPAlive.tv as the Jaw World Facebook page and page. I'm Raymond Tiller. For now, thank you so much.